But before I begin, I'd like to recognize one of our graduates who earned her associate's degree just yesterday in a ceremony at the Community College of Baltimore County. There's more. She graduated summa cum laude. She had a 4.0 in her senior year and a 3.9 for all her time at college. She's entering the University of Baltimore in the fall to pursue a law degree because she wants to do public interest law. Olivia Yates, please. I'd also like to recognize with really great pride and joy the alumni of the community school who are in this room today. Would everyone who ever went to the community school please please stand up. Please graduate. I also want to recognize those alumni who can't be with us today because of their service to us and to our country in the U.S. military. This includes Zachary Alston, who was stationed in Texas, Alvin Evan Green, who's stationed in Nevada, Freddie Chilcote, who's in South Korea, and Vernon Will Lauman, who just yesterday returned from Romania, near the front of the Ukrainian war, and is now back in Germany safe and sound. We're proud of their service, and we look forward to their safe return home. Another alumni I'd like to recognize is Janai Tillery, who can't be with us today because she's doing another kind of service to our country. She is a Fulbright scholar and under the U.S. State Department and is in Taiwan teaching in an indigenous school in Taiwan. So we wish she could be with us today, but send her our best. Lastly, I want to recognize our ancestors. All those whose shoulders we stand on. We wouldn't be here today, the school wouldn't be here without so many people who have made this work over our 40 plus years, and always am grateful and always want to call their names forth. So thank you. In a few months, this organization will celebrate the 45th anniversary of the founding of the organization that actually started the community school that gave birth to it, the Community Survival Center. And that was, again, over 45 years ago and 40 years for the school. There's so much history that's taken place in that time, it would take a very long book to recount all of the significant events that happened along the way. It's a story of determination, challenging and unrelenting work, fighting against odds to improve lives, at the same time as poignant stories of caring and love and growth and fun. These are similar to the kinds of stories that can be told by the students about any year in the community school. A driving faith that investing and sacrificing to improve your life and the lives of people around you will pay off for all of us. I've always followed my grandmother's admonition, gained from her early, materially meager immigrant life, to do the best I could with what I had. When the school started, we literally only had scrap paper, pencils, and pens, with old newspapers as our materials. That's the truth. But we put them to good use. Some of our first textbooks came from dumpster diving after a tip that Lombard Middle School was throwing away science books. No teacher's editions, no materials, but we developed what we didn't have from what we did. What we have learned along the way is that determination and a clear vision, combined with good character and habits, a commitment to learn from each day and make the next one even better, would be the keys to our growth and success as individuals and as a community. We learned to focus on what we did have and not what was missing, so we could build to fulfill our needs and desires. We learned to not wait for someone else to make our lives better, but to look within ourselves for what we had to offer, and to find like-minded and spirited people to join with us. I share this not just to reflect on times gone by, but because it is still the same driving force that moves this school forward today. This is evidenced in this group of students before you, but particularly in those graduating today. They are an example of perseverance and growth, both academically and personally. A key to this growth is the community we have gathered together, represented across much of this room. I often describe the school as an act of love, because it wouldn't exist without the goodness of people who willingly sacrifice their time, talent, and resources to provide an opportunity for our young people to be both nurtured and challenged. Look at all the people who give a significant portion of their time and treasure to keep the school operating and the program growing. I do believe that this is a key to the safe and comfortable and fertile environment from which the students grow, as well as the way to make our world a better place. Today is a day of celebration and joy for the individual achievements represented here and for what we have accomplished as a community. Is there any family member that can't say that they have witnessed positive change in their child in the school? Is there any student that can't say that they know more, that they have a greater capacity to do more, that they have built their understanding of self and world in their time at TCS? I know this goes for me as well. And I believe for all of the active members of our community here, we're all better for being part of this endeavor. Look at the school in this past year of challenges. Together, we've delivered the best program in all of our 40+ years. A solid core curriculum, 5 weekly seminars, 2 additional seminars that occur more than once a month, several series of special seminars during the year, a weekly conversation series, dual enrollment with juniors and seniors earning college credits, over 90 speakers and presenters from all walks of life, experiences outside the classroom in government, the arts, and with existential issues of our time. That is what we have done together. What a year, what a 40 years. Each of you students should be proud of yourselves. Each of the members of our school community should be equally proud, and yet we each can be assured and committed that next year can be even better. This is the 41st graduating class of the community school. I am content with what we have achieved together, and I am ready for the road ahead to be even brighter. Thank you for making an act of faith reveal itself as a way forward. You all have my